Man, y'all setup is fire. All right, you ready?
This next topic is going to be on stereotypes, preconceived notions, and the art of being misunderstood. How would you describe stereotypes to be?
Stereotypes is like what people expect you to do based off of your cultural backgrounds or how you look or even your skin color. It's just what they made up in their head about what certain people are supposed to do because of who they are, who they were born to be.
Describe a recent incident in which you've been stereotyped, and how was your reaction?
I mean, when the way I live my life now, I get stereotyped a lot because of the tattoos. So people judge me based off my tattoos without understanding why I even got these tattoos, what they mean to me. So I get a lot of people, oh, you got jail tats, you got prison tats. I ain't been there before. I didn't get any tattoos in there. All these tattoos are a part of my spiritual journey, my growth. Every time I accomplish something new or beat something, or I had a trial that I went through and I overcame, I was like, yeah, I'm marking this. That was just my aspect on tattoos. It had nothing to do with I'm trying to look gangster, I'm trying to look cool, I'm trying to look tough. This is all a spiritual perception of me.
Okay.
Like this is my story. Like literally, I'm writing my book right now. So that's all.
What acts as the measuring stick behind how and why some people are stereotyped more than others?
Media.
Media, okay.
Media, not just the media at this point. It derived from people's insecurities. They force certain things on people. I don't like them for some reason. Let's conquer them and make them what we want them to be, what we desire them to be. Let's overcome them. Let's defeat them. Let's trample them under our feet and make them what we want to see them be because we don't like how great they are. Those are some great beings. Look at them. Look at how their skin is shining. Look at how they walk. Look at how they talk. We don't have that strength. Stereotypes were formed, negative stereotypes was formed off of hatred and jealousy and envy and strife and grief from the person that's putting it on other people. It's an unawareness of themselves. They hate themselves so much they want to have something else to hate. So they create it.
Since we're talking about negative stereotypes, why do people even do it? Like, what's the psychology behind it?
The only way that somebody can consistently be negative towards other people is they're trying to feel better about how terrible they are as a person. So the only way they can feel good about themselves is by tearing others down. That's what that's about. It has nothing to do with nothing else other than someone trying to tear somebody else down because they're not walking in their purpose. They're not following God's plan in their life, and they're mad that you're doing it.
Are humans naturally wired to stereotype what we perceive to not know? Is it a human nature?
No, that's taught.
Okay.
That's taught. When I was a child, I didn't know what racism was. When I was a child, I didn't care what color people were. Things were taught. So children would say certain things to me. I'm like, who taught you that? My parents don't speak like this in the house. Why are you? My mom never said nothing like that. Why are you saying this? What are your parents saying in your home? This is taught. This is taught. There's no way that a child looks at another child and has those types of views towards a child unless the parents taught them that mess. It's what it say, teach a child the way and it should go. And when it gets older, it won't depart. That is true. You got to be careful what you instill in your children. And a lot of people are instilling foolishness in them children. So they come to school with that foolishness. Some of them kids don't even really know or have a full understanding of what they're doing. It's just the parents taught it and beat it into them so bad that that's who they are now.
Can we still stereotype a topic, idea, race, or group of people even after understanding the concepts behind those things?
If you understand it, why would you do that? That means you lack all types of character. That's not somebody I want to be around. If you're still stereotyping people and you understand where it came from and you're still doing it, yeah, I'm staying far away from you. You're choosing to be hateful.
Can preconceived ideas ever act as jokes as a way to bond with a group of people?
Man, if you're dealing with some conscious people, you can make fun of stuff that we were taught to where it's like, this is stupid. So sometimes I'm around people and they make fun of things that we were taught to stereotype people. They're not making fun of each other in that way. Mm-hmm. They're making fun of the people who started it as a way of relief. So if there was something that our parents or grandparents taught us about another culture, now these cultures have children and we don't want to live like that. Now we're cracking jokes about the stupid stuff our parents taught us. And we bond even better because like this was so dumb. Because yeah, you may be a different color, you may have a different culture, you may have a different body shape, but we all the same people when it comes to the spirit. You can't see who somebody is by looking at them in their physical form until you start watching their actions and listening to what comes out their mouth. You can't just look at somebody and discern who they are if they're not showing you anything. Can you look at a statue? Just let's say we got a random statue of a tree. You gonna tell what type of tree that was if it ain't got no label to it? This is a random tree. We never named this tree. It's just some tree. This is a statue somebody made up. How are we gonna be stereotyped towards that? And we weren't taught to be. It's like, what is that? It's what you make it to be.
Can stereotypes act as uncomfortable ways to starting a convo or even starting a friendship?
You can. Yeah, definitely can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you experienced that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've experienced it. I've experienced dealing with people and they had certain stereotypes until they heard what I said to them. I've met some older, I ain't gonna say their race, but I met some older people and they said some things to me. And I said, the way I approached it, I said, man, that's how you think? So what makes you think like that? So since you see me doing this and doing this, you never took the time out to understand who I was. So is that how your parents raised you to be? And it made them question themselves to a point where it's like, man, I'm sorry. I didn't know any better. And then from there, they were respectful. So sometimes it's not their fault altogether. It is because they never tried to research it. They just accepted whatever the world told them it was. But once you get of a certain age, it's time for you to start doing your own research.
How many of those experiences do you deal with on a daily or even on a weekly basis?
I do social media. I deal with it every day. Every single day somebody say something stupid to me online. It's like, man, you wouldn't even say that in my face. It's like, man, the way people think and the way more comfortable they are to speak that way, it's just like, says a lot.
Can someone saying a stereotype act as a friendly, unfriendly way of stating that you're not wanted or liked?
It could go either way.
Oh, okay.
Because them stereotypes come out when somebody really don't even want to change their bias towards you. That's who they are. That is it. And it's going to be negative, and you just need to go get away from them. They're not going to change it.
Is there a correlation between being stereotyped and being viewed as a mystery? Does it go hand in hand? Because you're viewed as this mysterious person, you're going to continue.
Yeah, you can be stereotyped about that.
Okay.
Yeah, if people can't figure out, they're going to try to throw things out there. Oh, you got to be like this. Oh, you must be a this. Oh, you do this, don't you? Because they're trying to figure out who you are. So, yeah, they're going to throw out stereotypes because they're trying to ask questions and figure you out instead of just, hey, what do you like to do? Because that's how they were taught as well. This is all being taught to people. Nobody was born. You a baby. You a baby at the point. Whatever you getting fed, right? You don't get to choose whether you're getting breast milk or Similac. It's your parents' choice. So they teaching you either you're going to drink this breast milk or you're going to drink this Similac or you're going to get both.
To what extent are stereotypes linked to individuals or concepts that are perceived as mysterious or poorly understood? Is there a limit?
Is there a limit to the stereotypes?
No, is there a limitation as to how far stereotypes go, especially if it's towards concepts that are viewed as mysterious?
Oh, like should there be a stopping point of that stereotype?
Should there be a stopping point? And should there be a stopping point, or is there a stopping point?
There is no stopping point from what we see how the world works, but there should be a stopping point.
Oh, okay.
When you actually gain some understanding how people are. We see from the way the world is going on in society or whatever, they have no limit, but there should be a limit to because you're hurting people's feelings, man. You saying something about somebody that they don't even understand. Now you speaking these words into them, creating that, and they're believing it because they don't know no better to fight it off. Now they become that because that's what they were taught.
Okay.
Instead of you giving them a chance to be who they need to be.
So you've corrected a good number of people, I'm assuming, that had these preconceived notions about you or even about a certain group of people. Once you corrected them and they understood, do you feel like they still had those beliefs?
Some people, yeah. Some people, you know, what they say, some people are hard-headed, man.
So it just doesn't go even if you're correct.
Oh, it don't care.
Okay.
You know, what it say? What you look like trying to correct a fool? He gonna be mad at you. You try to correct, hey, don't tell me the right thing. I'm comfortable being like this. All right, whatever. I told you. Don't say I never told you. You learned, and you still choosing to do the wrong thing. It's gonna affect you more than it affects me.
Do you feel like you're currently viewed as still mysterious in the eyes of people?
Oh man, I get it every day. I already know. 'Cause
Okay.
sometimes people look at me. I could be just chilling, but I have this look on my face, and I'm at peace. And you okay? Something wrong with you? You must be losing your mind or something, like, stuff like that. It's like, no, I'm peaceful. I'm at peace with myself. It's just the look on my face.
Okay. Have you ever had a snapping moment?
Yeah, I snap.
Okay.
Yeah, I've snapped plenty of times. I've snapped when I put myself in situations.
Well, let me rephrase myself, because everyone snaps. But have you ever snapped as a result of
The
due to
stereotype.
yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've snapped due to a stereotype because that's not who I am, and I kept. It was my fault for even still dealing with this person, thinking they would see me any different, and that was I had to take accountability of that because I should have just walked away. I can't change that person. I tried everything in the book, but they had the same stereotype about me, and it set me ablaze. But I stayed there, right? I should have just left it alone and just be like this person, but I cared so much to get to that point. That's all on me.
Is there a group of people or race that you feel like face preconceived notions and ideas more than others?
Now, I feel like every race has stereotypes.
Okay.
It's just some are glorified more than others.
Okay.
Yeah, but every race deals with stereotypes. But since certain groups of people have these certain notions about what they've been through, their stereotype may seem to outweigh others because of how they feel towards it.
Okay.
But being stereotypical and negative towards people, no matter what their color, that's wrong.
Do you feel like there's a correlation, a direct correlation between stereotypes and racism? Does it go hand in hand?
It has to.
Okay.
How would I be taught to hate somebody if I don't know what to hate?
Okay.
So if my parents are teaching me what to hate about these people, and I'm becoming more entwined with my own because of the color, then that's a stereotype as well. I've already predetermined myself. It's taught. Just like racism is taught. These are all taught concepts. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at you or anybody else and sit there and be like, oh, they're that color. They're going to be like this. No, I look at your spirit, who you show me you are. So that does have a big impact. It goes hand in hand.
Me and you, we're black men. So describe some stereotypes that we deal with.
We're lazy. That's a good one. The lazy one.
Okay.
We don't want to work.
Give me 3.
Oh, man. What's another one?
Like I could give you one.
That we're predetermined to do crimes. That's a big one. Because I know so many different cultures. Everybody commits some type of crime. So it's kind of like, that's crazy to even say. Oh, the children thing too. Having lots of kids. It's like, man, you know how many people of other cultures I know have lots of kids? It's like, I get that. Like, you mad because you're not having children? So you don't want to see us. That's a way to get people to not even want to multiply no more. If we make them feel bad for what they're doing, they won't beat us. We'll still have more than them. Like, that's some crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff.
Are you familiar with the grocery store Lidl?
I've heard of it.
Okay. I usually go shopping there. So I remember one time, if you ever go there, and it's time for you to, basically they don't have bags for you to put your groceries in.
Yeah, you bring your own bag, like Aldi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I was unaware prior to going there. So there's times I'll leave with my groceries. Because I'm the type, when I go shopping, I'm in and out. Like, there's times I don't even want the cart. It's just like, let me just go grab what I want, pay for it, and walk. And since they don't have the grocery bags, it's like you just,
Grab
like, you could pay, but there's times it's just like, I'm not going to pay an additional, like, 30.
Oh, for the bags. Yeah, of course.
So there's times I walk out with my stuff with the receipt in one hand. And as I'm walking out, people coming in see me walking with items. And there's times since I'm black, and the groceries are not bagged, they assume that I stole.
Bruh, with the receipt in your hand too.
Even though I purposely...
With the receipt in your hand.
Yeah,
you walking with the receipt and the items.
And I put the receipt in my hand for a reason.
Man,
I could easily put it in my pocket, but I made sure to walk out with the receipt.
That makes me so mad.
Yeah. I do it on purpose to make sure that people coming in
can see the receipt. Yeah. That makes me mad. That reminds me of the time I was at Walmart, man, and it was a black store manager following me around the whole Walmart. I'm over there by the clothes looking at stuff for my kids. He around the corner like this. I'm like, yo. So I'm on the phone with my old lady. I was like, bro, this dude keep following me around the store. Like I ain't finna steal nothing. And then he's black. I was like, what's wrong with him? So I'm getting upset. I'm by the toothpaste. Next thing you know, he acting like he's stocking stuff by the toothpaste. I'm like, hey, I go over by the hair products. He over there. Then I finally go to the register, and he trying to see if I was gonna go to the register and pay for my stuff. I see him peeking around the corner over there, and I look at him, and he gonna try to do this right here. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna steal in here. Like, the person that was stealing was probably the opposite color of me, opposite size, and they got right out the door because you sitting here watching me. Crazy.
As a black man with tattoos, do you feel like the stereotypes or those perceived notions that people have about you get heightened because of your tattoos? So they already have a generalized idea of how they want to judge you. Sure. But then with the tattoos, you feel like it's
through the meter broke. I done broke the meter with the tattoos and the golds and stuff. The meter broke. Like they already, you must be doing this. Oh, I can tell you do this.
Okay.
No, I don't. And then when I open my mouth and start speaking, they be like, you don't sound nothing like how you look.
What's the craziest statement you think you've heard that still like boggles you to this day? Like after you corrected someone.
I honestly have what bothers me the most is the penitentiary conversation. Because it's like, bro, why do you want me to be there? Like, why are you so fascinated with that? Like, I don't want, like, who wants to talk about that? I got people that actually are dealing with that. So it's kind of like, that's not nothing to even be like, what are you doing right now?
Like, what about the penitentiary? Like, what did they state specifically?
Basically, that's where you're going to be at. That bothers me. Because how you tell people that as a teacher and their kids and you're telling them, oh, y'all ain't going to make it in life. This is stuff our teachers told us. Like, literally, I remember a teacher telling us most of y'all are going to end up in jail or dead anyway.
You're not, are you big in basketball? Are you big on basketball?
I don't really watch TV that much no more, man. But I used to watch basketball. Like I said, when I was younger, I used to play. But right now, I'm kind of out the loop.
Okay. Are you familiar? There's an NBA player who plays for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. I've heard his name before.
He went to high school over there in Cobb County. He said that when he was in high school, that his teacher, a high school teacher, said that he was going to be jailed in the next 5 years.
Yeah, they say stuff like that.
So
they say stuff like that. They do, off their own stereotypes and bias towards who you are. There are some teachers that should not be teachers.
So do you feel like if he was to ever confront that teacher, like now he won a championship?
Ain't no point in confronting that teacher. That teacher seen it. That teacher probably feeling stupid because no telling what the teacher's life is like. So he ain't even got to say nothing. His success and his story and his life speaks for itself. Hey, he ain't even got to mention. He could speak on it, but it's like, I ain't got to rub it in his face. You see where I'm at.
So even if he chooses to be petty and go confront that teacher, there's no point to even do that. Since his actions already speak for himself.
Actions already speak for himself. Unless he just want to do that, I don't know. Actions already speaking.
Have you ever heard a stereotype that someone tried to whisper, but their statement somehow landed in your ear space?
Yeah. Like they were talking to somebody else type of whisper.
Yeah, they were talking to someone else. They were trying to like say it low or whisper it.
It hit me. Yeah, I've been in that situation before. That's very hurtful.
Okay.
Because it's like, man, why would you even say that about me? And you never took the time out to get to know me. You just assumed this.
Okay. Would there still be like a bond or friendship still there? Yeah.
With that person? How are they my friend if they're talking behind my back?
Would you disclose that with them or something you'll just keep
if somebody says something and I hear it, I probably would say something right then and there. I'm not going to sit there and let you talk about me and I'm sitting there and I hear, I'm like, hey, bro, what you got going on, bro? Let's settle this right and get this out the way. Because I don't want you in my face smiling with me, but you was just over here whispering about me. And if anything, if I got anything to say about anything, I'm saying out loud. And I'm going to tell them. I tell people. So, like, all that other stuff. And it's like, man, come on, bro. There's no integrity in that. Can't respect you after that.
Have you ever had to check someone to not use an offensive or inappropriate statement, but it got awkward because now they try to use your frustration as a way to justify their preconceived notion of you?
Yeah. Yeah, I had to check somebody before about something they said. And then they tried to make it seem like since I got mad that it was true.
Okay.
And if you saying something that ain't true and I'm checking you about it, that don't mean I'm mad. I'm telling you to respect me. And then they try to, oh, you mad, it must be true. How? I'm not even mad yet. I'm about to get mad in a little bit. I haven't reached that point yet. Or angry, or whatever, however you want to say it.
In a situation like that, how do you keep your composure, even though they're trying to like play the
I don't, like I said before, I don't deal with too much of this in person.
Okay.
Because people, people have a certain level of respect for me in person.
Okay.
Yet online, I do deal with a lot, like when I'm doing my lives and stuff. So it's like, they getting blocked. Yeah, I don't even want to talk to you no more. Like, get them out of here. I'm ignoring them. Get them out. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with somebody who's stuck in their ways. They'll figure it out later when they need to change.
Those individuals that say these offensive statements, do you feel like if they were to be presented before you, you think they'll say it directly, or you think they'll just put on a facade?
Man, I ain't gonna say that on my face, man. No, not that type of stuff. No, unless they got some security around them. But if they just happen to see me in public by myself and they by themselves, you think they're gonna come up to me and say that to me? No, they gotta have a crowd to do it. That's why they did it on the live. That's why they did it in a social setting with multiple people in there for the comfort, and then they can feel like they got some security. Now, if somebody comes up to me and we one-on-one, the same stuff they was talking about ain't gonna come out their mouth.
Stereotypes don't go away. They become rebranded, reinvented, and repackaged. How can we use what we already know about them to prepare the next generation?
Just empower the kids. If you have children or relatives that are younger, explain to them why it's wrong, why they shouldn't do it, what to look out for when people do it, and just stay true to yourself whenever they do it. So you have to prepare them for that.
Okay.
You have to prepare them for the battle. It's like if you're going to, they prepare you for those things, right? You're being prepared for certain spiritual wars when you go through it. You're going through these trials in life. It's preparing you for your greater purpose. So you have to prepare them kids, man. You got to talk to them and sit them down and tell them things, or even through your experiences, how they see you handle things will shape that a lot too. It's just awareness.
Have you already? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Have you already had those type of conversations with your children?
Oh, yeah, all the time. Okay. My children have come home from school because they go to a school that's predominantly in a certain area. I'm gonna say what area, what people, but they have their little stick together groups, and they feel out of place sometimes because it's a lot of favoritism shown between, certain people. So it's just me telling them, don't worry about what they said about you. Don't worry about that. They're just unhappy with themselves. There's no way that somebody could be happy with themselves and talk down on you. Because if I'm happy with myself, I'm not worried about your hair and how curly it is. I'm not worried about this or that or that. And more so, I'm going to admire you and uplift you. A genuinely happy person is going to uplift you. So I teach them that. If somebody really they're going to uplift you every day. I love your hair. That's nice. Hey, man, you're doing a great job. They're not going to bash you. They really want to bash themselves, but that's why they're doing it to you. This is stuff I tell my children so they can remain confident with who they are and don't doubt themselves. Stand firm.
Are people who are stereotyped have a voice from the start, or do their voice emerge after challenging and disapproving the false narratives about them?
Do people who are stereotyped have a voice?
Mm-hmm. Are people who are stereotyped have a voice from the start, or do their voice emerge after challenging and disproving the false narratives about them? It
depends on the type of person that's being stereotyped against. I've been stereotyped against, and I just started from the gate. I started from the gate with it like, nah, we're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It didn't take me to get stereotyped 10, 20 times for me to be standing up for myself. It was like, nah, we're gonna cut this out right now. Because if you do it once, then they gonna start doing it, and we're gonna nip this in the bud right now. And whoever else join you, they can go too. We nipping this in the bud right now though. We're not finna wait till tomorrow or the next day to form a voice to defend ourselves. You need to defend yourself right when the mistreat you.
You gotta have a voice right in there.
Right then and there, you need to set it straight. Because once you start showing people that they could play with you, they're gonna keep playing with you. You need to put your foot down.
So you won't have a voice after like the 10th time.
You need to step on that serpent's neck. You can have a voice after the 10th time, but who gonna take you seriously? Yeah. Most of the time when I seen people try to stand up to themselves after the 10th time, they end up getting beat up. And it's like, man, you should have said something before. I remember I watched this kid used to get bullied in our class by this boy I grew up with. Used to rip the boy dreads out his hair. He'd be crying in there, stop pulling. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't say nothing at first. He'd just sit there. And I'd be like, so this happened days in, and he wouldn't say nothing. He just, And then I was like, hey, bro, you gonna keep letting this man pull your dreads out, like rip your dreads out your head? Then he finally said something to the boy. And then, the boy's like, man, you ain't gonna do nothing. You just saying something now because Rick said something to me. And I was like, hey, bro, stop pulling that man or we gonna have problems. You keep on doing that. So it's like he never really gained a voice until he had somebody backing him up. And that was a problem because what if I didn't back him up? He would have still been getting his dreads ripped out his head in that classroom. That was crazy, man. He was just sitting there taking it too. Just balling up. It's crazy. You gotta have a voice, man.
Well, stereotypes, lastly, as long as racism exists, stereotypes is going to continue. So do you feel like stereotypes among a certain group of people, will it ever disappear? Especially the negative stereotypes.
I believe that they probably won't disappear with certain groups of people, yet when we remove ourselves from what they got going on, it'll disappear in our actual atmosphere. We'll see it, but it won't affect us. Okay. Like you ever notice you see certain things and like, it's crazy. They still dealing with that. Like they didn't step out of that bubble yet and come over here yet. So it's really a personal choice whether you're going to engage in it or not. And then these groups of people are going to form, the groups of people that choose to separate from the nonsense are going to form a greater group of people. Now the nonsense will be non-existent in their presence, yet it may still be in the people that refuse to change presence. So that's one thing you got to remember.
Rich, thank you for this discussion.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
I hope to see y'all again, for sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you.